Hello, Professor. I am Bobur from Group 8, and I was responsible over how momentum actually looks and feels, the colors, the typography, the dark mode toggle, and all of that. So, in the next minutes, I will describe you all the CSS and all the changes we made in our website. And so, let's just get straight to it. So here you can see the homepage. The only thing we changed in the homepage after the midterm exam was this video. But instead of just putting an image, we added a video because it adds a special passion. Because I visited a lot of uh, best-selling websites and so that they use the video instead of image. Uh, so we did that uh, strategy. The tool chain we leaned on from the tooling side, it's pretty lightweight. React 18 is the core, bundled with Vite because we like hitting save and seeing changes in less than a second. React Router uh, React Router keeps everything as a single page app, no full refreshes. So those links, components you'll notice in the header just swap pages instantly. Yes, lint runs in the background, yelling at me if I forget a semicolon or break a rule, which is actually handy once you have four people touching the same files. And deployment is painless. The front end goes straight to Vercel. The Node plus Express API that runs will talk about lives on render, and those redeploy automatically on every push to main. So uh, here are the codes. So let's start with dark mode. Uh, so this is the part everyone notices. Now let's talk because um, initially the dark mode was making a dark mode was a little bit challenging because the site was Netflix typed. It was fully dark. Uh, so instead of making a dark mode, we could make a light mode, but we changed the whole theme of the website to a light and then made a dark mode. So so here's how it works in the practice. So the website, this is how it works. And uh, the const is dark mode, set is dark mode, use state. So this code here. That arrow function runs once, right when the component mounts and checks the local storage to see if the user already picked the theme last time. If they did, we start in that mode. If not, we default to light. So every time is dark mode changes, a use effect fires and literally does two things. It toggles the dark mode class on the body tag and it updates local storage so the preference sticks. Because all the colors are variables, flipping one class instantly restyles the entire page, the backgrounds, the buttons, shadows, and everything without any extra CSS selectors. Uh, so here in CSS file, um, in the CSS file, we actually, here, uh, you'll see a bunch of CSL variables inside the root selector, things like big color, the text color, button primary. They are set to light values by default, white backgrounds, black text, and red accent. Then a few lines later, there's a dark mode here. So dark mode class with the exact same variables names, but darker values. Charcoal backgrounds, white text, a brighter red that still pops against the dark. So this dark mode just overrides the colors in root. Uh, so let's get back to the dark mode code. Uh, the toggle itself is just a button in the navigation bar. When you click it, we call set as dark mode. Uh, we call it set as dark mode. Uh, which flips the flag, closes the hamburger menu if it opens, and returns the and reruns the use effect. That's it. Two hooks and a handful of variables give us a theme system that feels native and adds practically zero overhead. Mm, So that's pretty much it about the dark mode code. Uh, so to summarize, a variable-driven CSS architecture keeps theme simple. Two React hooks power the entire dark mode experience, and a lean toolchain: React, Vite, and ESLint, plus Vercel and Render for hosting. Lets us ship changes in minutes instead of hours. I hope that um, I hope that gives you a clear picture of how we approach styling and theming on Momentum. So um, I didn't show the whole website, all the website pages, because it's um, quite same as in midterm exam, but little bit changes added. So this idea, putting here a video, came from a Lamborghini website. So I just visited that website and saw a video, so it was very engaging. So I was engaged in that website and gave me a passion. So I use that strategy in our website. So that's pretty much it for my part. Thanks for hanging out with me for tech nerd portion of the talk. Next up, Usman will show you how the JavaScript side brings the UI to life with a calculator, the calculator algorithm, and the hamburger menu. So, cheers.
Hello, Professor. My name is Saman Darbek Mirzaev, the part of the group of whose duty, which is the owner of project of Momentum. Here is a breakdown the code of calculator stuff. Actually, it's written in JavaScript. Okay, let's begin from the beginning. Okay, here's the import React use state and use effect. Use state is that changes over time at states, and use effects works for let's run as code when the component loads or updates. Loading from local storage. And here is the component starts. Function calculator, we define a function component named calculator. Next lines are about we create from form data state to store user input, set form data updates the state. Initial values are about gender, male, goal, loose, and others. With the next lines are about the results source calculated values, for example BMR, TDE, and calorie goal and workout plan, and it shows the show controls whether results are displayed. Next lines are about this store data for the calorie tracker, current food input, calories, current calorie input, and tries a list of the food added by a user. User load save data on start. When component loads it, it checks local storage for saved data. Next lines. Set from data. Okay, we have here window control. Here is about when you recent function. It's a recent function. When the user clicks reset, it shows confirmation dialog. The above of it, it's if data exists, load it into a state. Rest of the codes. Here's conform reset. It means if a user cancels, it stops. Here's we have reset from data to initial values, and from here we have reset results for the intros and food input fields. We have here clearing saved data from the local storage, and the handle change. We have when an input changes update forum data state. This we have. And we have here main calculation. Ask user to confirm data saving before calculating. Okay, here we have converting input values to numbers, and we have here validate inputs. If invalid, the inputs are invalid, alerting the user. Okay, we have calculate the BMR using gender specific formula. And we have others. Okay, here we have setting activity factor based on workout frequency, and we have here calculating TDE. Calculate the TDE. It means adjusted BMR. From here we have setting calorie goal. It means defect for weight loss, surplus for muscle gain. From there we have creating a basic workout plan based on goal and workouts. And we have updating result state with calculations. Have here set entries. It means resetting food tracker when new calculation done. And you have here local storage, means saving forum data and results to a local storage. And we have here form submit, prevent page reload and call calculation when form submitted. Here we have validate food and calorie inputs. Add food and try, basically. And we have here setting in tries, adding new food to the list and saving it. Here it does clear the input fields. Here we have remove food in tries, means remove food at given index and update the storage. Here we have calculating total and remaining calories. Compute total calories, consumed calories, and remaining goal calories. And that's all we have. And the others here are forum inputs. We explained it the last video in the midterm. Thank you, Professor. If you have any question, I'm free to ask. Thank you for your attention. Professor, here is the explanation codes of hamburger menu. First of all, we add the hamburger menu header on React. Here is the codes of it, and now styles of it, CSS of it, and in the file of styles.css. It starts from here, media with max width 768 pixel. This starts a menu query that applies styles only when the screen width is 768 pixel or smaller, typically tablets or phones. Here we have codes specifically for hamburger. .hamburger button, it's specified the codes. Have display block, it works for show the button. It means it's hidden on large screens by default. And cursor pointer, it changes cursor to pointer on hover. And we have Z index, it ensures it's above other elements. And we have here border none, and background none, removing the default button styles. And we have here hamburger image, the image inside the 30 pixel with it means set size to 30 pixel, and we have here brightness and inverts. It applies a filter. Brightness makes it black, inverts introverts colors black and white. As I said, its hamburger image is 30 pixel. Next lines of codes are about nav links. It specified specifies nav links. Position absolute position, and it's relative to navigation bar, and we have top 70 pixel, right 0 aligned to the right edge, and flex direction column stacked to the links vertically, and we have background color. We used our CSS variable for navigation background, and width around 200 pixel menu width, as you can see. Padding is 20 pixel, and display now hidden by default, it means. And we have here z index, it means, as I said, on top of the most content. And box shadow adds a subtle shadow around the menu. Here we have another nav links open. It means open means open class is added to nav links. It display flex shows the menu in flex column layout. And we have styles that apply to all screen size. The nav links always have 20 pixel spacing between them. It's all about. And we have another CSS footer content. Footer content elements are spaced 20 pixel apart. And footer logo, we have it's set with 70 pixel. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, dear professor, my name is Arjun and I'm a team member of group SDT. And now I'm going to explain the mostly front-end part of our project and also one of the files from backend, and mostly the codes.js, how we randomly choose one of the codes to our homepage CSS. Well, first of all, as you can see, the first two-line Express is doing the loads from Express framework, and it creates a router API. And here is more than 20 quotes, which will write on one array of quotes, and it will be in different languages. And here this defines an API router, and this tool makes an HTTP request and responses, and created a random variable, and also choose one of these quotes, and it will be assigned to random. And it will be response JSON. It means like when it sends, it will be sent in a JSON format. And next one is this code defines a get route that takes an ID parameter from the URL, and it converts it to an integer by parsed int. And this checks if the validation of quotes array. Okay, this it responds with a 400 status and an error message. Otherwise, it returns the quotes in JSON format. The next file I want to explain is the footer.jsx, how it works. Well, as you can see here, we mostly imported the images from our files, and here the navigation link even in the footer, and our momentum logo. And here we connected the original websites of LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to our footer. And here in the future, if we add, if you create or email for our project and number, it will be written exactly here. The next file is header.jsx. What is do? Well, this also mostly import React and import some images from our files. Okay, const is dark mode. Const is dark mode. This initialize is dark mode from a local storage, and if the local stored item like same is dark, it will be true. In other case, it will be closed false. And this checks if you on mobile, if the user on mobile or not. If it's on mobile, it will be given true, and in other case, it will be given false. This one runs whenever is dark mode changed, and it will add or remove classes from body. Okay, this one is stores the current theme to a local storage, and it will be persist even when user refresh the page. And here is our main part, and if you can see here, each navigation has a different routes, and what this setup mode do. This mostly closes the navigation after clicking one of them, and button label. And the next one is hamburger menu. Hamburger menu area label its improvement accessibility, and this one is also the closest menu after clicking one of them. The next page I want to explain is about JSX. In what we do in about JSX. In about JSX, we mostly use the same thing as in HTML files. We imported our photos from it, and here we created two storybox because it will be prevent confusing us to when we are styling. And here our story, and also the photos of group, and also about us page. And here is mostly our information: email, LinkedIn, websites, and also the numbers. Yeah, this page consists from similar as an HTML. Well, the next page is calculator JSX, which one of the most kind of important and kind of interesting parts of our project. Well, I want to explain how calculator works. First of all, this creates a form data which will be in the initialize default values, right? And this creates the results for TD, BMR, and so on. And if nothing shown, it will be show false. And this three works once on a component mount. And what does this do? Loads it loads saved data from local storage for foreign data, results, and entries. And if it's already saved, this states it, and it will be kind of set the states accordingly. Okay, what kind of that? This function appears when users want to delete every information about him, and here is a window alert, and it will be if the users kind of want to resettle, and everything will be go to the default values, and it will be remove item from form data, results, and entries. Okay, calculate results. In calculate results, we have a part which confirm result, and confirm results when user input all his information and want to confirm to get a recommendation. And here, and each part will be kind of assigned to this age, weight, age, and workouts. And if one of these fields kind of didn't enter it, it will be alerted like present or valid numbers for all fields. And the next is BMR. How BMR works? If male, it will be calculated by this function, and in other case, I mean woman, it will calculate it in this function. And here we are giving the recommendations for users depend from their plans. Okay, This saves form data and results into local storage as JSON strings for persistence. It prevents forms data like from page reloading or uploading when user. And here also calling and calculating results function. Handle food. What does this do? Okay, handle food. First, if food trim converts calories input a number calorie like new variable calorie number, and it will assign it all calories which user input. And it also checks a validation of calorie numbers. If inputs are valid as a new food entry, food here, food and calories to an existing entries list. And an entries list, it will be kind of saved to a local storage. And this one is clears input fields for users to input another another food and calories number. Okay, handle remove function. It mostly removes the food entry from the list by its index, and also updates local storage with new list. Okay, and here is our index part, like what will shown in the home page, and everything as you can see here, kind of inputs, how user should input and what he should input. Okay, I'm gonna skip it. And results section only shows this result shows if true, and it will be kind of in borders, and display BMD and TDE and calorie goals also here. And also it shows a workout plan as a list here, and calorie tracker. Calorie tracker only shows if results are visible, and everything. Here is a button to add food and calories, and here button. Here is removing buttons. And here it will be show the total amount of calories depend from this function. And the next part is home.jsx. Also interesting part. In home.jsx we call it localhost API codes. As you remember, in here it calls this to work here. Well, what's Axios? Axios is a package which sends HTTP request from React to Node.js. We especially use Axios instead of using fetch, and we thought it will be more better. Okay, and if is error, it will be failed to fetch quotes. It will show this. Okay, in homepage it's also mostly similar to index.html, as you can see here, and here is a block quote. It calls this to use to here, and it will be shown automatically one of these quotes. Yeah, here we specially created primary and secondary for buttons to not confuse ourselves. And the final part of is suggestion.jsx. In suggestion.jsx also almost similar to HTML part, because in suggestion.jsx we mostly changed the CSS styles of it. Here is a special image for, and it shows also recommendations for you what to do. Yeah, Professor, these all parts which I had to explain to you, and that's it. And other parts will be explained by my group mates, Rans, Usman, and also Babur. Uh, Thanks for your attention, and I hope I explained everything very well. Thanks.
I'm gonna show you how we used backend with frontend and how we connected this. So on the right you can see our website. Let me check. Yeah, it's loading our website, and this part is loaded from the backend we connected with the front end. As you can see, this is the link to our front end page. It's done by different hosting than our website. I will talk about that a bit later. Build our web server, and course allows us to be accessed from another domain. In this case, we use the front end hosted on Versal. We created the Express app here. This creates an instance of Express application so we can define routes and middleware. For setting up the course, we allow only the front end at getmomentum.versal.app to access our backend. This is a security feature called course. And then we did a little thing for middleware for logging requests. I added this middleware function that logs every incoming request to the console. It's useful for debugging and tracking activity. And as last, we used routing to route the quotes that's in a different file. We link that in this way, and then the app can use this link to upload the files, the quotes. And then for starting the server, we used these lines. Show you that it's actually working. As you can see, the local host is working on 5005. I can also show it to you. Local host. There you go. And every time I refresh, it's loading a new one. Okay, let's go to the quotes.js. We set up the router by importing Express and router. In the quotes array, I created a list of motivational quotes in multiple languages. These are in English, Dutch, and Uzbek. It's like the native languages we all speak in the group. To get a random quote, we used router get for the random quote endpoints. When someone visits API/quotes, this endpoint returns a random quote. I use met random to choose a quote index between 0 and the length of the array. The response is in JSON format. The front end reads it and displays the quote. And then we use router get to get the specific ID of the quote and upload it. It's not really necessary, we don't use it, but it's always fun to have. And then for exporting the router, we use model.exports equals router. Let me also show you the ID. There you go. This is the third quote in a row that's uploaded. That's in the database. Not really a database, but in this file of the backend. We uploaded Axios in here. We imported it, and then we have this hook with use effect that is able to get the data from this API link, and then it will be able to set the quote, or if there's an arrow, can also retrieve error, and then we have this section where the quote is being posted. First one is Versal, which is hosting front end, and the second one is Render, which can host backend servers. On the right side, this is the front end link, and I will tell you more about why we use this and how we use this. So here you can see the dashboard of our link. We used Versal for this, and it's really nice, and it was really easy because it can work very well with Vite. We used Vite with React.js. For backend, we used render.com. It's also pretty easy. First, we had a GitHub repository where we used the backend and front end in one file. We decided to split it up in 2 GitHubs, and I'm gonna talk about that right now. To show you, we have worked together in this file together, workout tracker. So here you can see all the code we managed to work on together. And then we have one file for front end and one file for back end. So this is all for front end. It's just one folder with the build and the modules, the public files, we don't really use it, and source. So here's all the pictures, the components like footer and header, and the pages. And then we use a different GitHub repository for backend, which was really easy to use. So actually it was only index and quotes. And then we used in Versal, we just linked our GitHub link to Versal to upload it. Same with Render, we connected our repository with Render, which worked very well. We will link all the links to the pages in the submission, and hopefully it's all clear. Okay everyone, that's it for today. We have explained our whole project from start to beginning, and it was a very interesting and fun project to work on. I think we might actually have plans in the future to even develop our website and improve it more. Thank you for watching. The links to our GitHub and the link to our website will be seen in the description. Have a wonderful day.